What's up guys, Keaton847 here, and today is another review for a game that I was playing for a while because I'm trying to play a lot of PlayStation exclusive games and I just really love games on the PlayStation. So today we are going to review The Last of Us, specifically The Last of Us Remastered, which honestly this is just going to be a review of Last of Us. I'm not really going to talk about what are the major differences of Last of Us. I just want to get the best experience for Last of Us. So let's get started. When I first heard about the game, I heard a lot of people saying that this is the greatest thing to ever exist in video game history, and to which I say, no, not really, because there's a lot better games out there. Like, in my opinion, I think Death Stranding is a better game than Last of Us. There's Spider-Man, which is better than Last of Us. There's Final Fantasy VII Remake that is better, which, you know, it is my opinion, so like, I can understand people trying to attack me for saying that, but we're not talking about beans. We're talking about Last of Us. So why don't I like Last of Us that much as everybody else? Well, to be clear, you know, it's kind of dated, you know what I mean? And trust me, this game is pretty good. So let me get to the details. Let's start off with the story. So the story revolves around one of our two main protagonists in the game, Joel and Ellie. Joel is, oh my gosh, Joel is amazing. Joel is such a great character. He's just very outstanding. We can, from the beginning of the game, which, by the way, the beginning of the game is the greatest, you know, intro to any video game of all time. Like you know, to get us immersed into this zombie apocalyptic world and how dreadful and horrible the situation is, and we get to see how the world is affected by the infection and the infected, and how people are going crazy and turning into zombies or turning into the infected. And it's so amazing the way they've done that. I really love that. But as I was saying, Joel is a great character. From the beginning of the game, we get to see this guy basically lose everything. Like, he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot, and he's gone through so many things which has made him the man he is now. Sometimes he's a ruthless, you know, crazy guy who beats up people and just likes to protect Ellie, and sometimes he's just very soft when he talks to Ellie, and that's probably one of the most important things of this game, the relationship with Ellie. And that's our second character, Ellie. Ellie is this other complex character that, you know, we get to see her become this, her curiosity and innocence expand through the game, and we get to see her do different things like her personality express more, and she has to like kill people sometimes. But yeah, Ellie's not as cool as Joel, but she is kind of cool, I guess. But there is more characters in the game, like Joel's brother Tommy. He's a, you know, cool guy, I guess. You know, he's cool, I guess. There's more characters you meet throughout the journey, and you get to see many characters, you know, in their arcs, see the way their story ends, and I just really like how Last of Us implemented that, to show more characters and to show how the world has affected a lot of people, and to see how it drives these people's emotions and the way they feel. It's very outstandingly well. So now we're going to talk about the graphics. The graphics, to be honest guys, they're pretty dated. Like, they look pretty rough. Maybe because I play on PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 4 nowadays isn't as great as the PS5, but it still looks decent. It's not horrible by any chance. It's just not as good when compared to Ghost of Tsushima or Spider-Man. You know, it's not as good as those games, the graphics. But it is decent. I do like how the game looks very, you know, unique, and the graphics look gritty and dark, you know, to fit with the apocalyptic theme style of the game. So I do appreciate that. So now let's talk about probably the worst thing I do not like about this game, the music. Usually in every single video game, I love the music. Super Mario, I absolutely love the music. Undertale, absolutely loves the music. Horizon Zero Dawn, absolutely loves the music. But Last of Us, there's not a lot of music that, you know, touches my heart, but it kind of makes sense to not have a lot of good music, because this game is not really trying to express the game into music. It's more trying to tell a story, but I do understand that. But sometimes, in order for a game to get me very immersed in the game, I need music to get me immersed into the game. So if the music is not that great, it kind of makes me kind of bored of the game, and that's not a good thing. So another thing I like to talk about is the gameplay. The gameplay is decent. It's passable. Not the best gameplay. There's a lot more games with better gameplay. God of War, Spider-Man, those games. But this game is unique. I love every time I'm playing as Joel, I get to do these cool finishers when I'm just killing a lot of people and zombies, and it's just so like awesome and sick to see Joel pull out these cool stunts where blowing their heads off. It's just very cool. And I really love that. The combat, there's different enemies, there's human characters. They're not as cool as the zombie-like characters, but there's also clickers, which they're actually blind, and you can't hit them with your bare hands because they will kill you with one hit, and they will bite you, and you die in one hit. So you gotta use your shiv or guns, and that's the thing about this game. The gameplay is kind of difficult because every shot counts, every bullet counts, and that's very important in this game. And you gotta make sure you use every single possible thing, every little scrap to use while fighting in the game. And that's obviously fits with the apocalyptic theme because there's not a lot of supplies. So overall, guys, this game is pretty good, but it's not the greatest thing of all time. But I can understand why a lot of people really love Last of Us. If people really like this game and they call it a 10 out of 10, I'll believe them. But in my opinion, since I didn't enjoy it as much as they did, maybe because I don't get maybe I don't feel for the characters, maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of Last of Us. But the story is one of the hugest things that carries the game. So, is it worth playing Last of Us? Yes. Just for the story alone, because it's very, very good. So I give Last of Us a solid 7 out of 10. This is a very, decent game, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the story. The music wasn't as good as I expected. The gameplay was passable. The style, the apocalyptic theme, I really, really love it. That intro of the game, I love it so much. Overall, this game is pretty good. It's not on my top 10 games of all time, so there's that. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think about Last of Us? Specifically part 1 of Last of Us. Maybe I'll make a review on Last of Us part 2 because I've not played it yet, but I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things about this game, but please, guys, do not spoil me on that game because I've not heard anything about it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review on Last of Us, the remastered edition. Make sure to super smash that like button and make sure to turn on that notification bell to stay notified for all my videos and content in the future of this channel. So, guys, I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace out. Bye.